quite a fun table topic session. Okay, I'm gonna jump right in. And then so our first speaker is Lizzie. And then of course she's a very senior speaker here, and then we all can tell. And then at the beginning, she smartly used her humor. I think the best thing to do is actually to make fun of yourself. And she did that really, really well about her age, and which is so interesting and funny. But then she made a really strong and interesting point about making mistakes and then not go for perfections there. And then I think the only thing, small things probably can look out for is your poses. I think they work in a certain patterns. I can't describe that, but that's, yeah, if you can really look out for that, and then that would be great. And then we then have Jonathan. And then actually one thing great about table topic is that you can talk about anything you want, and you can just ignore the table topic master if you want to. And he did that really well. So he talked about, again, perfection. And then you see him coming here with the idea in his mind already, and also use his personal story in the company. And then just remember, personal story is usually, and probably always, engaging. So that's a really smart way to go for that. And then he also made a really good point about be myself. Very strong message there. And great that you actually wait for the green light. But then I feel like you can actually do more. Next time, challenge yourself. And then go to Saima about imitation. And again, I like the way that I can see you start to follow your thinking and going through in a really interesting way. Talk about reading, imitations, and then you reach the green light. But I feel like speaker at your levels there, you probably can even expand that more. And small things to look out for is that when you came here, you started to actually touch your head and then start to touch your jaw. But then once you went on, and then your body is more smooth. And if you could look out for that and to have a strong beginning, and I think that would be even better. And then we have Lucy, our guest. And then, wow, that's really, really impressive as a guest there. And one thing you did really well is that you repeat the title that our table topic master struggle a little bit with, which is really great for all the audience there to really get the ideas more, and then you spend that. Great body language, and you even do something really, really advanced. You use the stage really, really well, the movement there, and then well done. And I don't really have too much recommendations for you. And the last one is Alex, talk about highest satisfactions there, and then he talked about his love about running. And then there's something about Alex that when he talks, you feel like he's a humorous, great storyteller there. You just want to listen to him more and more. And I think that's a really, really great quality. I don't really have any recommendations for you. Well done, everyone. Thank you very much.